Hello, my lovely people. This is Hazel, and welcome to Dove's Divine Tarot. If you are here, there's a message meant to find you right now. Today, I'm bringing you a message from Mahadev on this bright Monday morning. Let's see. What message does Mahadev have for you? Here we have introspection. Lovely. What message does Mahadev have for this collective that is here right now? Okay, we have cookbook. Okay, we have soulmate. Wonderful. We can take two more cards from this deck and move on to the tea leaves. Okay, so we have two. We have Jupiter in Cancer with speculation, and we have Mars in Taurus with defense. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, we're going to take a few tea leaves and then move on to tarot cards. What message does Mahadev have for this collective? Okay, one more. Yeah, and that's about it. Let's see. We have younger women, dealings or relationship with younger women, throne, position of authority, and boot. Increase your effort if you want to achieve your goals. All right, and then we are moving on to the tarot cards. Let's see. What message does Mahadev have for this collective this Monday morning? Okay, we have Nine of Wands, Three of Cups. Okay, I'll take a few more cards. Okay, the Chariot, Three of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and the Hermit. These are your cards for today's reading. Let me just put them in place and then we'll begin the reading. Okay. Move this slightly up so you can see. Of course. All right. What message does Mahadev have for you on this very Monday? I'd say with Nine of Wands here, you have been carrying a lot of burden. You have been pushing yourself through your own boundaries. Okay, just one more. Yeah, I can do this one thing and then I have time for rest. Or maybe because you are so stuck in this state of resilience, you cannot see the way out of it. And suddenly seems like that you need to push through this last stage. You need to give it a last push. With boot here, you need to increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Speculation and defense. How does it tie to your reading? I'm going to read the introspection card. How does it tie to your soulmate? Soulmate is your root chakra, right? Let's see. What does introspection card says? The ocean's surface can be volatile, covered in waves big enough to swallow ships, is the depths that sustain rich life. If we only ever stay at our surface, we are forced to ride the turbulence. We can become disoriented, so caught up in other people that we forgot our power. Tune into the universe within, tap into your own vast wisdom, give yourself the space to reflect on the world and your place in it. Focus on your healing, your needs, and your growth. Stepping away from the world from time to time will allow you to reconsider it with a renewed and wiser perspective. Okay. With cookbook here, cookbook, I take this card as a card of instruction. Cookbooks help us reach the goals we want to achieve. Let's see, what does the cookbook says? Cookbooks transport us to different cultures, customs, and ways of being human. They remind us that there are just one way to prepare a beautiful meal or one way to design a rich, meaningful life. Okay, with introspection and the cookbook, I believe you have been doing whatever it is that you are struggling with in this stage of life. You've been doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. Okay, you are defensive of the way you have been dealing with this situation. Okay, you have made a lot of speculations regarding the outcome of this certain situation, and you think what you are doing, the way you are approaching the situation, is the best scenario. However, within introspection and the cookbook, you are advised to open your horizons. Okay, there's wisdom to be had from other people's perspective. Yes, what you were doing, what the way you are handling the situation may be right from one point of view. However, getting advice from another person won't be a bad deal here. Okay, with Three of Cups is a card of celebration, friendship, and community. You are asked to take advice or help from your community, the people that you have in your circle. And it might be someone younger, maybe dealings or relationship with a younger woman. Suggest it might be someone younger. Once you do allow this young person or this young community maybe to help you, then you would see the progress that you couldn't see before in this particular situation. And once you have the community and you have the help, you are in position of authority and you are able to expand and deal with the situation the way it's meant to be. You will see real progress and your real momentum with the Chariot here. Chariot is a card of momentum. Okay, you need to have determination, okay, to change the wheel of time here. Wheel of Fortune is unexpected change. You will see this change only after you have accepted that you need more people, community in your corner to deal with this situation. You cannot deal with this on your own. You need an outside help. You may be defensive right now, but it is not doing you any favor. What Mahadev is suggesting is to bring in your own people, the people that you can put a lot of trust into, and then see the wheel turn into your favor. With Hermit here, you are searching for inner guidance, okay? You have been doing this. Hermit is a card of soul searching or inner guidance, but it is also the card of solitude, okay? So you have been you are used to doing things on your own, okay? You are used to doing things on your own, never getting help from anyone, always relying on yourself. However, that strategy of being everything or doing everything on your own is not helping you in this particular situation. You are asked to expand your horizon, bring in the people that you trust, and see how it helps you. It may feel, initially, it may feel uncomfortable for you to ask for help or allowing other people's in. But once you do get past the initial stage of discomfort, you will find your tribe. Three of Cups, Three of Wands, the Chariot, and the Wheel of Fortune. Once you find your tribe, once you allow yourself to get past the initial stage of discomfort, you will find your own community. The people who will help you in your efforts to achieve your goals. Whatever the goals are here, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you need to expand your social circle, find the people that are meant to be your community or who are meant to be in your corner. And finally, you won't be feeling like you are carrying everything on your own. Doing everything on your own does seem the right decision in the beginning, because most people have trust issues. But in this scenario, it is not going to be the way you get out of the situation. Whatever circumstances you have been struggling with, you are meant to find your community, find your people, and then move past your initial stage of discomfort and get this idea that you have to do this alone, everything alone, out of your head. And you will finally see the momentum in your current scenario, and finally the Wheel of Fortune will turn in your favor. You will be able to change the situation to your favor. Okay, so trust this guidance, what Mahadev is asking you, to open yourself to more friendship, people who can stand in your corner, and where you don't have to defend every decisions you have made. The people that you will find for this particular scenario are going to trust you, trust your judgment, trust your position of authority, and believe in the guidance that you have been providing, and they would offer you the guidance as well. So this is going to be a collective effort, not something that you can solve on your own. You're gonna need people, maybe platonic soulmates. Soulmate doesn't always need to be romantic. In this sense, I believe you are meant to find your platonic soulmate, someone who would stand in your corner, who would come to your defense would not speculate things about you and be able to help you regarding this situation or any other situation you will face in your life. So, this is all I have. This is everything I have for you in today's reading. I hope that it brought you clarity, comfort, or the guidance you were seeking. If this message resonated, feel free to like, share, and subscribe, or leave a comment. I would love to hear your thoughts. Until then, be gentle with yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.